Hello there. I'm currently submitting a hybrid to fight that one-paracerathirum132, Dracocetus 2.0. So I just made a giant catfish to fight it. Meet Vestatovorus Pisces, fish with a bottomless stomach, or Roomba, devourer of all. I originally used the Goonj catfish as the base, but I changed it to Megalodon after some criticism from from another YouTuber, Harris Zhang. Check out his channel. They're much better than me. And I realized that Roomba had some great potential, so I used Megalodon as the base. I used the electric catfish for an electrified shock near the tail to avoid cooking its brain. I also use Ripsaw Catfish for some extra armor across the body, which is combined with the scales of the Arapaima. And these little triangles, they're not just like patterns. Those are parts of the Ripsaw Catfish scales that are actually can cut stuff. Like, imagine a aquatic hybrid like Vex that doesn't know any better, or a more soft body target. Yeah, it would try to side sort of, like ram it from the side. Well, they'll straight up just cut themselves open. Especially since the thing ends up using limpet for gothite enhancement in the teeth, the scales, and the extra sharp parts. And speaking of sharp things, one part that doesn't have gothite is these little spines on the fins. Those come from the Ripsaw catfish and the stonefish, and these are not as stiff as stonefish spikes, but they're more flexible like catfish spines. So going for any of its fins would only mean getting a mouthful of tetrodotoxin, which is one, painful as all hell, and two, if it's in the face, well, it will start rotting the skin off something's body given enough time. Also, the MVP of the whole thing is of this whole hybrid is the pufferfish, which is used in another way that in one way you would expect and one you would not. The expected one is obviously the tetrodotoxin in the skin and flesh. However, what most wouldn't expect is use in the jaws, specifically the teeth. Pufferfish generally eat hard-shelled prey like crabs, scorpions, and I think also clams. So, but being put on the jaws of a megalodon, something with the strongest bite force of anything to ever exist that we know of so far, it's going to crush and shred through anything that's caught between those jaws. Yeah, so this should be able to bite through the hide of anything, especially since it has gothite enhancement thanks to the limpet. Also, if that bite wasn't bad enough, it also has blue-ringed octopus for tetrodotoxin saliva. And the poison from the pufferfish is going to cause paralysis at a parabolic rate that will cause something to shut down within minutes. That's partially aided by the blood loss caused by the thrashing motion of the megalodon's jaws. Another interesting part about it is the head. It's the head of a megalodon, obviously, but it also is enhanced by the Ripsaw Catfish's armor, meaning that not only is the cartilage of the megalodon naturally acts as a shock absorber, but with the bony structure of the Ripsaw Catfish, it basically, at this scale, it's going to punch a hole through just about anything it comes into contact with. Also, that little black bit, I think that was an error I made while making the nose, but that's not really important. Also, these little things are the whiskers from the catfish from earlier, allowing for better detection of surrounding creatures. Anyway, in the back is the electric catfish electric shock, which was meant to be a deterrent based on contact. it's to prevent any creature from flanking Roomba, and at this size, it could very well stop something's heart, like, nearly instantly. Oh yeah, and another thing here, the Arapaima also contributes to its ability to breathe air, which means that this thing won't really need gills, so which is an extra strategic, which is extra strategic in this case because it will eliminate a part of it that would be extremely vulnerable to attack. So I pretty much have all my bases covered. Basically, it has armor from the Ripsaw Catfish and the Arapaima, enhanced by the Limpet's Gothite, teeth that are basically, they're like a guillotine but in water. And every part of this thing is toxic. The fin, if you bite the fins, you get injected with venom. You get bitten, you get injected by venom again. And you touch it, you're getting an unhealthy dose of tetrodotoxin. Also, Roomba is about 60 feet long and about 20 tons, so it shouldn't be... sorry. It shouldn't be too... It's not the fastest, but it's not slow by any means. So, yeah. That's my hybrid. Also, it was originally made as a joke, but I got way too invested in it. And I now really love catfish because of it. That's it.